everybody is speculating that Maino is leaving the Let's Rap About It podcast for good. After the nasty expose on Jim Jones over the last couple of weeks, Maino clearly has had enough. The dynamic duo of two of the pettiest Negroes in the Northern Hemisphere, both 50 Cent and Camron, have been dragging Jimmy to hell. It's starting to look like Maino's street credibility is at risk just by being associated with Jimmy. I mean, anyone being associated with Jimmy at this rate. Are the lobby boys about to part ways due to Jimmy's shenanigans? Listen, I need y'all to hit that like button right away and hit that hype button, cause we about to get deep.
Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm mad.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. Gang is saying that Maino might be parting ways with the Let's Rap About It podcast, which also means there's no more lobby boys. If Maino is doing this, I don't have an issue with him doing it, to be honest. I mean, enough is enough, man. I mean, y'all just was doing a cold food pantry, champ. You had a bunch of cold pans being served in that cold building because Jimmy wouldn't pay the heat bill. Camron and 50 Cent clearly have video of Jim Jones chasing the landlord around the car outside the building because he won't turn the heat on because Jimmy ain't paid for it. How much humiliating can you be at nearly 50 years old where you ain't paying bills? If I'm Maino, I'm getting the out of there. Crazy enough is this never would have happened had Jimmy not mentioned 50 Cent's Diddy documentary in a negative light, but now here we are. It's just crazy how 50's doings all led up to this, because guess what? Cam and Jimmy wasn't even mentioning each other before 50 got in the picture. Now both Camron and 50 Cent is working together to just drag Jimmy. Jimmy is getting destroyed. Jimmy is not ready for what's to come because there's even more damaging things that are gonna hit the surface. You shouldn't be shocked if the Let's Rap About It podcast just gets discontinued because of all of the madness that Jimmy's getting exposed for. I mean, why in the world would you even showcase some cold warehouse claiming it's yours? Claiming that that's your warehouse and things are under construction and that, yeah, we got things in motion. Why would you do that now? Now is not a good time. Plus, everything is not fixed yet. It looks like Jimmy's making false promises in response to what 50's exposing him for. If you can't even pay the rent of the building or the heating bill, how in the world are we supposed to believe that all of a sudden you're creating this utopia for creators in a warehouse that's literally cold as hell and has no heat? That just doesn't make sense. Now Camron and Freaky Zeke, his cousin, just exposed the video of Jimmy running from Dame Dash. Dame issues Jim Jones the fade in Harlem, in the heart of Harlem. And Jimmy orders his goons to try to attack Dame after Dame says that he needs to do the one-on-one with Jim. How is that not embarrassing? Ain't Jimmy a non-trade Billy badass blood? Why in the world are you scared to fight Dame Dash, a man that's in his 50s, champ? That doesn't make sense, but Dame is gold gloves. Remember, he can actually box. Jimmy said, listen, I'm not boxing. Here go my goons. Let my hooligans handle you. Ain't nothing gangster about that video. In fact, it makes Jimmy look incredibly corny and unmanly. So I know everyone is like, yeah, Jim, you just keep looking bad every other day, champ. It doesn't matter what you do, man. Cam has something on you. Fifth has something on you. It's just a lose-lose situation. You beefing with two of the pettiest Negroes in the Northern Hemisphere. Things are only gonna get uglier with time. 2026 just began and you are a laughingstock, champ. You keep digging yourself into deeper holes. It's like Jimmy forgets his problems and tries to slander other people, but forgetting that he has a lot of things that are worth slandering. Maino is probably in the back of his head like, maybe he is a bozo like they say. I don't know if I want to be associated with him anymore. You know, I have a good track record. I done knocked some people out. I done robbed a couple people. Why should I keep doing business with this guy if he's messing up like this? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Maino might be getting the out of there. It's only gonna get worse for Jim, if we being honest. Like, what can Jim do to redeem himself? There's nothing he can do, man. He's had a nasty narrative on him since 6ix9ine painted the narrative that he was some type of rat in the non-trade Rico from long ago. Alright, now even though Jimmy is not a rat, alright, there's no proof that he did rat. He has said some questionable things and done some questionable things that really damages his image. His gangsterisms isn't as crazy as we thought.
Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown.
Maino was never catching heat before he joined his podcast, but now he is. If you are affiliated with Jim, I suggest that you run Champ because it's only gonna get worse from here. Jimmy is someone who often forgets about all the skeletons in his closet. There's too many things that Jimmy has done. Jimmy done ran from people, all types of things that done happen to Jim that can be used against him consistently every day. It's just no way in hell that Jim is gonna ever get out of this situation. It's just not gonna happen. Every time he comes for Killer, he takes an L. And we just found out that his net worth is lower than Papoose' net worth, champ. How in the world is your net worth worse than Papoose' net worth? And Papoose only got one album that nobody cares about. Nasty work. It's just too much, man, and we getting to the boiling point. I think that honestly Maino was gonna end up leaving, especially if things just keep getting crazier and crazier. It's just gonna look bad, bro. He's not paying the heating bill. He's not paying the rent. It's looking bad, champ. How long are y'all gonna stick by this behavior? This is gonna only reflect on you guys. Yeah, Maino especially, but Fab and Dave East, this is gonna reflect on y'all too. Y'all wanna be associated with this madness? And it's crazy because it's like Camron and Freaky Zeke just got a vote of all of the crazy things that Jimmy done did that I guess they kept in closing just for the sake of Jim. But since Jim is calling people soft, saying who's soft and who's not, they're gonna start just bringing out the footage, gang. The receipts is coming out. The receipts is everywhere. It's gonna get real ugly for Jim. Jim needs to relax, but I think it's already went too far. I think it's too little, too late. He done opened up a can of worms that he wasn't ready for, man. It's getting very nasty out here, champs, and it's only gonna get worse. Watch what happens when 50 catches wind of that whole video. Dane pressing up on Jimmy and Jimmy calling his henchmen to try to handle his problems. Wait till 50 gets a hold of this, champ. And it's coming real soon, champ. Just wait. Jim is the lowest cause. I mean, that senior citizen thing is a real thing, man. The OYN thing is a real thing. This guy has not matured past the early days of Dipset. He is the same individual that he was then that he is now. But he ain't really standing on business like he claims. Obviously, and according to Camron, the money is not afloat. I just told y'all that and showed y'all that he got a lesser net worth than Papoose. I showed y'all that, right? Yeah. That's enough damage to me. Cause come on, Papoose, champ, you got less of a net worth than Papoose is crazy. Oh, champ. But look, gang, I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about all this in the comment section, man. Is Maino getting all the way up out of here? Are the lobby boys about to split? Listen, I need you to smash that like. I need you to hit the hype button as well because it helps the channel in a major way. Subscribe to the man's channel if you are brand new. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, alright, one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News' Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Hit the like, hit the hype. I'm out of here, gang. Salute.